Hello, my name's Brendan Daly. I'm a markets and news editor at Fertilizer Week covering sulfur and sulfuric acid. Now, among my responsibilities, as well as conducting price assessments on these markets and researching news and reporting on market updates, I'm also responsible for putting out our short-term forecast, or STF. Now, once a month, the Fertilizer Week team puts out STFs on 4 products, namely urea, phosphates, sulfur, and sulfuric acid. And what these do is provide an outlook of the coming 6 months. So this satisfies subscribers' desire to see what's happening in the future, as well as have an assessment of where the market stands at the moment and where prices are at the moment. And they can provide an interesting counterbalance to current reporting. So, for example, if we look at our most recent sulfur forecast, the most recent sulfur STF, we see prices actually increasing in the short term over the period of the STF, despite the sulfur market currently being quite weak. And this is a result of Chinese buyers turning away after previously having driven prices quite high. There is now the close of the phosphate export window is approaching, and Chinese stocks are increasing. So there's a bit of a reluctance to buy from Chinese buyers. So prices have been going down, and there's been a lot of downwards pressure with fewer outlets for the product, really. And when we look at our STF, the most recent one, we can see this continuing into October, and mean prices in October are expected to be lower than they were in September. However, from November upwards, we do see prices gradually ticking up month on month, up to the end of the period of the forecast, up to March. And this is mainly driven by demand side factors. So mainly we expect that phosphate prices will climb again later in the year, and this will provide some support. And in addition, we expect good demand from nickel leaching and other sectors. There is the caveat, of course, that in our uncertainty range, there is a much greater downside risk than there is upside risk. And this is the result of supply side factors, particularly a lot of supply coming online in the Middle East. Some has already come online in Q3 this year, and from Q1 there's going to be a lot more, particularly the Shah project in the UAE. And this is going to drive the global sulfur market from a short position to a long position. And indeed, if we look at the medium-term forecast of CRU analysts, they're expecting prices year on year for the next few years to be decreasing on average because of this excess supply. Nonetheless, at least in the short term and in the period of the STF, we do expect demand to somewhat offset that, and we expect some uptick with those caveats, of course. If you're interested in taking a look at the STF, feel free to contact us, and our subscribers can, of course, go to fw.crugroup.com, click on the forecast tab, and that'll take you to the STF front page, from where you'll be able to click on the tab to the relevant product that interests you, with analysis and graphs for you to peruse. Thank you.